Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. Biffid, that's Biffid at yahoo.com. Reach out, get in touch, get a fantastic reading. I have guests with me today.
Hello, Dave.
Jim and Mary.
Hello.
There you have it. We got it. Jim wrote a
little commemoration for Dave's recent experience last Monday in the microburst.
Microburst.
In the microburst, yeah.
That was whatever it was. It was scary. Yeah. And also, while you brought that up, I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Robert Dubzansky. Sent me a fantastic card here, and I'm even going to read it because it's really touched me. It makes me feel. I can't tell you how wonderful it made me feel. Dave, enjoy watching the show. I'm very glad you weren't hurt when the tree fell in front of you. Thank you very much. I'm very glad also. And the telephone pole.
Yeah. Close call.
And it says, take care of you. P.S. How's the car? Robert, the car got totaled.
Of course, total. And you're still here. It's a miracle.
I know.
It's close,
the car got totaled. Well, you know, I had brought the...
You were between two trees, right? And wires and
poles.
And two poles.
Trees, two telephone poles, branches all over the place.
Yeah.
And I saw, photos later off on that the newspaper had taken. I don't remember, stuff right there all over, you know what I mean?
It was wild. It was different seeing you on TV, and you seemed so calm, and then you said you weren't that calm.
Before it started or whatever, was the wind shaking your car at all? Or
No.
That's weird.
No, there was, it was a little wind. It was the weirdest thing. It was, the rain was unbelievable, right? The windshield wipers were on fast, and it was, but still barely.
Not being able to see.
Right.
Yes.
And then it was, because the road, 28 bypass, if you're familiar with it.
Yes.
It goes up a hill and stuff, and you can see over. I could see the trees, because at first, it's all built up right to that thing.
Right.
So when you first start, this parking lot, so you can trees. And all of a sudden, you could tell the wind was coming because of what the trees.
The trees were doing.
But like that.
You said it all happened in 20 seconds.
I swear, it was, that's
Well,
it, 20
Well,
seconds.
they're very fast. It's very.
It was like 20 seconds.
Wow.
Microbursts and wind shear.
It's pretty
are
amazing.
very-
As Mary said, God was watching you. The angels were with you. Something was.
And how?
Because we showed that picture. You had that.
If microburst can knock a plane
there.
out of the air, you were lucky.
Yeah.
And, well, I
Poor
was.
guy. And then when Kyle showed the visual last week, and you had you kind of crawling out of the car.
That was funny how they did that on
What?
the show because we had no
Look like-
idea. All of a sudden, the computer started going crazy.
I
Nobody
remember
was
that.
touching anything. Remember?
Right.
Ross?
Showed
And
yeah.
like-
Gave us the visual. Yeah.
that was really great.
But yeah, it was. And it was funny, like the photo in the newspaper.
Right.
With the fire engine and the EMS or whatever. Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember them being there.
Well, that's funny.
Wow.
It's
I
funny
don't.
how I tend to be like you too. When something drastic happens, I come across as this, know-it-all, whatever, and then after it's over, I feel like I want to collapse. It's like I've held up, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
But it's coming out
right, because it's funny. A lot of people say, "Oh, you were so calm."
Yes, exactly.
We're tiny on camera.
And when I was talking with them, I felt so out of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I thought I was talking like a million words a minute, and
Yep.
I was, I thought I was going to come across as like, "What is up with this guy?"
Like all the people
But-
I interview in Thunder in
Yeah, but
tornadoes.
people were,
It was such an
calling me
idiot.
and texting me, "Wow, you were so calm."
It's remarkable. What were you telling yourself when you were sitting in the car? Just curious.
Wow.
Before you got out.
I'll tell you what you can't imagine how scary it is. You're there, and I showed you the photo on my phone, how
you did.
close the tree came,
Yeah.
right?
It was
I should
almost
do it.
brushing the
16th
Yeah,
of
like
an
the
inch.
16th, I swear to God, a 16th of an inch.
Yeah.
But,
That was
so
so
I
close.
couldn't, when I jammed on the brakes, then that tree fell. I knew I couldn't go anywhere. In the meantime,
You're wondering what's
it
coming.
wasn't that long. I'm going to say maybe 5 or 10 seconds. You're sitting there, and all this stuff is hitting the car, but I know something hit the car on the passenger side. The car went like
Yes.
that, and that scared me. And all when I couldn't go, all I said, and I did, I said, God,
Please
please
don't
no
let-
more trees.
No
Yeah.
more trees.
No, I
So
said no more trees.
Yeah.
More trees. That's what you said.
Yeah.
You don't want a tree to fall on your car.
Well, no, we're not.
That
Oh,
was,
because
that was perfect.
the front windshield cracked,
Smashed. So,
Smashed.
like the
just shattered.
Yeah, it didn't break, but
Oh.
you know what I mean. It's
Yeah, it kind of has that spidery.
yeah, and it
breaky
was
thing.
where it hit. You know, it was a space like this. It was, it
Wow.
was like white. It turned white. It was.
And that was the signal. What was that? What?
That's
caused
what
you to
made me
slam
put
your
the
brake
brakes
on?
on. Imagine
Yeah.
if I didn't put the brakes
I
on.
know,
I'm telling you,
that's-
it's all from up above.
That's right.
If I didn't
Thank
put the
God,
brakes
yeah.
on, that tree would have hit the roof of the car,
Wow.
and then I would have been a different story. And but
So this might
I
be-
love this card.
That's beautiful. Nice
what
and
a
touching.
feeling! How
Yeah.
wonderful it makes you feel.
People care about you, Dave.
That's right.
See, I know it's nice. It's really not a nice feeling to know that. Of course, before we get to what did you call it again?
This is Dave's tune.
Dave's tune. Before we get to Dave's tune, which we're both going to read, hopefully I can read all the words.
I'll help.
All right. But first, let's do my quote of the day.
Oh yes.
All right. Here's my quote of the day.
We're ready.
All right. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. So, but yeah, do you get it? It's so tiny. Look at
Yeah,
the difference
exactly.
it can make, right?
Exactly.
So again, if you think you are too small to make a difference, which I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, think about it. Try sleeping with a mosquito. Look at the difference that tiny little things make.
exactly.
Who said that, Dave?
Dalai Lama.
Dalai
Oh,
Lama.
of course.
yeah.
That sounds.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that? I like
Pretty
that.
profound, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So there's only two anti-American items that I think should be touched upon. If either one of you want to, pipe in, jump on, and sort of,
I might.
do some more. I'm
Dun,
not
dun,
going to
dun,
tell you
dun,
what they are.
dun.
You're going to hear me first. But,
Okay.
if you want to,
Okay.
comment on it, whatever.
Sure.
Don't be afraid
I won't.
not to.
Dave's anti-American points.
Right. The first anti-American, and this is what gets me, because they count, and it's like Bootsy Collins. That's one of my favorite. I say it all the
He's a
time.
funk musician.
Yeah,
Funky
but
guy.
yeah, you should hear the lyrics that he writes. But he's got a song, and I got the CD. You should listen to it.
Okay.
One of the titles of his songs is "You Can't Be Dumb If You Want to Be Free."
That's
Think
true.
about it. It is true.
That is
And when the first anti-American point that I think needs addressing is just by the title of it. What are they telling everybody? Not only are you dumb, you're dumber. All right.
Dumb and dumb.
What it mentioned now just got together with Schumer, and what did they come up with? The Inflation Reduction Act. Give me a break.
How much money
I
was
have
that?
to
It's
say-
almost $1 trillion.
Yeah.
And by the way, since this new administration took office, so in a year and a half,
Right.
with all these acts and bills and whatever they supposedly did for America, are you ready? They've increased the deficit by over $4 trillion. That's how, and for this, well, what about the Infrastructure Act? What was that? Wasn't that $1.5 trillion?
Yes, but what have they done?
Absolutely. What have they done? I'll tell you what they've done, and people are going to get upset with it. This is how dumb and dumber Americans really are. They sit back and they don't care. Where's all that money going? Into their pockets.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Into their buddies' pockets. And people just sit back, and this is what gets me, and they don't do one thing.
Well, the thing that's depressing about that is, that money's not going to. You're going to figure all these bridges, all these things that we built that have come to the point that they're, kind of dangerous.
Right.
They're just not going to fix them and let them fall? That makes no sense. Isn't that what the money's for?
Now, was it
Well,
the-
it's supposed, but some of them, what's his name? Mayor Pete, who doesn't know squat, right? What is he up there talking about? They have to do this. I don't know how they figure this out either. Some roadways have to be rebuilt because they're racist.
How can a road be racist?
We have to ask Mayor Pete.
Entitled?
I don't know. That's
They
what
don't
he
go
said.
through certain
They have to-
neighborhoods?
Who knows? But so that's just to address that. How many billions of dollars is going in? Well, I know. My best buddy over there, because he doesn't have girlfriends. He only has boyfriends because he's
Right.
Right.
I
he's
knew you-
queer.
I was aware of that. Yeah.
Right. So my best buddy before I married this joker, before I met him, I was with him. Hey, you want to make $50 million? Just go anything. It doesn't matter. If that road's got 3 dips in it, it's racist. That's all you have to tell me. You know what I mean? They're going to give all this money away to his buddies to go do these surveys to tell
Right.
him which roads are racist and which aren't. I suppose any road with a traffic light would be racist, right? Because what is the color of one of the lights?
Yeah,
Red.
exactly.
Red.
Yes,
And God forbid, you can't say anything about the Native Americans.
exactly.
So
But I don't know how
they'll
you
have
make
to
a
change the color to
connection.
what? Purple?
I don't. How do you make the connection?
Now, was this in the
They've been red
literal
lights
sense
forever.
or the figurative sense, like, they were built in such a way that they only appeal to certain people or something? I mean, roads don't really have personalities. They can have looks,
Well, I
appearance.
never know, and I never
the
knew
good
they
and bad.
could be racist
I
or,
didn't either.
discriminatory. I don't know.
Well, I'm really sad about Manchin going along with this thing because I have a feeling that he is more
He was probably under a lot of pressure.
either leaning independent or maybe even more Republican than he is a Democrat. And I just, as I said, I think he was pressured really
Well, I think he
badly.
was, but he's selling his constituents down the
I know,
tubes
and
because it's going to
that's-
strangle coal mines, which are all in
That's
West Virginia.
right. And those are the people that put him in office, so.
Well, this is what gets me, and it's something like $500 billion for the Green New Deal, but they're calling it the Inflation Reduction Act. But this is what gets me. First of all, they're doing away with all fossil fuels. It's got nothing to do with the Green New Deal. I don't care what you say. All it is for control. They want to control every single aspect of your life. And everything that you buy, plastic,
It all comes
plastic from fossil fuels.
Yeah, so-
Everything's made with fossil fuels. All it is what this is they ever expect.
I'm going to call.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Hi, Dave. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jim. How
Hi,
are
Jackie.
you?
Hi,
The
Jackie.
energy.
Everything just went up and up and
Excuse
up.
me.
Yeah.
Wait. Just a second. It's not Jackie it's the energy
Energy.
Oh,
lady.
the energy lady. Hi, energy
It's
lady.
on
Can
Wednesday-
you pass some to me, please? I need.
I know. She's got enough. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she
don't-
needs to spread it
Just open
around.
yourself up and some will,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can
What do you
absorb
want me
some.
to do? Spread it around like peanut butter?
Yes.
Oh, well, you got so much that you can.
Chunky
Right.
or smooth?
You got any reading for me?
I do. I'm shuffling the cards now. Just tarot cards today because obviously I have 2 guests. So,
One and a
Guess who
half.
just lied?
1.5.
guess why what? No. Oh, I know. No, so no crystal ball today.
Oh.
All right, I'll do a quick reading. Let's see what we have for the energy lady.
It's probably going to be good.
Let's see. Ooh, look out. Whoa.
You got 2 woos,
Unbelievable.
energy lady.
All right, now, here, this is unbelievable. You always said, remember I said you've been having a somewhat of a falling out with someone or a disagreement. Remember for weeks, right? Look at the first card. The first card is the 2 of Cups. Look at it. The wings are over there of, raising things up, raising the energy level up. And then look at you have the sort of everything is going good. I forget wait a minute, that squiggly thing. I forget the proper term for it, but right. So that's everything is nice and gelling and coming together, and you can even see the 2 people there, right, celebrating. So whatever it was that was going on, like I said, for several weeks, it's all mended. And look at it. And why was it mended? Because now we have, this is one of my favorite cards,
Oh, wow.
the Magician, We the number one card because the energy lady, she's got everything at her beck and call to make things better with anyone. She's got so much positive energy, and
Right.
she's so uplifting.
That's for sure.
And in tune, and true and sincere. She's got all the tools that she needs right around when she puts her mind to it to sort everything out, smooth everything over, solve all the problems, make everyone feel wonderful, like nobody had any words and nobody flipped anyone off, right?
Right.
And we keep going and
You
look,
joined the bird again.
and look, and then we end with, look at it, the Three of Cups, and there you are again celebrating with not only the person, and look at it, now it's even stronger than it was before. Look at that red gown. To me, the red is showing strength. So it was a blessing in disguise because the bond is even stronger now than it was before. Cause for celebration. So how can you go wrong with that? See that? There you have it.
Okey-dokey.
Everything should be hunky-dory now with whoever that was.
That was pretty good, energy lady.
Hunky dory.
Yeah,
Hunky dory. Can you spell that? Spell hunky dory.
yeah. Why, you don't think anything's ever hunky-dory?
No, I think it's funny the way you say it.
What, hunky-dory?
Hunky dory.
Hunky dory. Yeah, it's, I
I don't know,
remember.
hunky-dory.
It's a
How
term,
else
yeah,
would
it's a
you
good
say?
term.
How do you say? I'll spell it. How do you say this word? Hunky. How do you say that?
Hunky?
Yeah.
Hunky,
And, all right. And let me spell the next word. Dory. How do you say that?
Dory.
Dory.
Hunky-dory.
Hunky dory.
How about Dory Hunky?
Dory hunky. Are you going to sing first, Jackie?
The
what?
energy lady.
Oh, energy lady.
The
I'm sorry.
Energy lady.
Energy lady. Are you going to sing?
No, not today.
Okay.
I'm saving my energy.
There you go for next week. So you got, look at it, everything, next week you'll even be even higher and more positive because after this little sort of bump in the road is all, it's like they paved it all over with brand new asphalt. So now you got
Well, I
to,
hope they do. I hope they patch up my street. It's got a bunch of holes in it.
oh no, I think you have to call the,
Oh, God.
the.
Local contractors? No.
No,
No.
you have to call, what department is it?
Department
Oh,
of
God, because I'm good at calling them.
Highway department.
Highway
That's
department.
it,
Yeah,
the DPW, that's it. You have to call that was it. See,
Or you could do it, energy lady.
see from last week now, it's making me get all
Yeah.
is that my ordeal.
Yeah.
Right, you call the DPW to say, hey, come on, this is the energy lady, let's,
Yeah.
And
You can
Let's
DPW
fill some
highway.
holes.
It's a highway
Right.
department.
There you go. See that? Very good. All right. I'm gonna let.
Somebody joshing around with you.
All right. I know.
Okey-dokey.
All
And
right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Have a good
Enjoy
night,
your
Jackie.
week.
Good night,
Energy
energy
lady.
Good night, energy lady.
All right. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Everything's up and up now. We're all.
See, that's the DPW. That's who you.
The
You know, I
DPW.
couldn't think of it.
What did I say? Call your local tool guy.
So the Inflation Reduction Act, it's a $500 billion for this Green New Deal, which is, it isn't really a Green New Deal, it's a FU deal.
Oh, if you deal. Like on The Odd Couple, when Oscar said to Felix, he goes, F you. You know what? He left me little notes under my pillow. You know, I hate little notes under my pillow. Took me 10 hours to figure out F you was Felix Unger.
So,
Right.
with this,
Go ahead.
isn't this stuff, the Green New Deal, all the stuff they want to change, like electric cars and so forth
Yeah.
and so on,
Electric
isn't
cars.
it more expensive
Right.
than
Plus,
just staying with what we're doing?
well, yeah, but all these electric cars, this is what gets me. They're choking off the coal mines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
What's-
where do they think's producing the electricity to charge these cars?
Exactly.
Coal.
Exactly.
That is something I would like to
gasoline.
interject, Dave. Why don't we take care of our own people first? That seems to make sense.
Because
Take
the
care of
people in control,
us first.
the people in control don't. That's because they're anti-American.
Why are we being blamed? Like I said before, China is one of the worst polluting countries.
And India, and they can
Yes.
use all the coal and gas that they want.
Yeah, but we get lectured on what we're doing. I mean, I think we've done
That's why
things.
I keep
that-
saying it. All it is them passing this ridiculous crap. So you can pay more for everything. So you'll be begging them to, never mind. You can stay in power for 20 years. Just give me food.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, we're saying
I'm
it, and it
hoping.
really isn't. But think about it. You go into a grocery store, right? There's empty shelves. Have you ever seen that before? Never. It's all part of the plan.
2 weeks ago, I went into
How
my-
many? Wait, how many? In the past several months, how many food warehouses have
Nothing.
burnt?
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Quota,
That is true.
Come on, think of it. It's all part of their plan. What's his name's buying up tons of farmland and then they're not planting anything. Gates, but that's all right. Everybody just sits back and doesn't do anything. But so much for that. But there's,
Right.
you know,
You don't want government to get too big.
it's like when Obama came up with Obamacare. The guy that wrote it said, "It's all right. It'll pass because Americans are dumb." He was an MIT professor, and he's right. They are dumb. They're dumb and dumber.
Or is it indifference too? Sometimes they just don't.
Well,
Tune out.
what really blew my mind about that was the penalty for not signing up for it.
In the
That's
meanwhile,
what I didn't get that. I
well,
was
then
like,
this is what got me.
like
Only
forcing you.
citizens had to pay the penalty,
right, but not
not illegals.
yes.
All right, so much for the Inflation Reduction Act. If anybody out there believes that you're that dumb to believe it, Inflation Reduction Act. I got lots of bridges just right outside here. I can sell you.
Yep.
All right, so much for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and the next one is I love it. This is in Congress. The Dems, they're pushing this bill. They want to pass this bill. You ready? To push terrorism charges for mass shooters using AR-15s. But in the meantime, terrorists can come, Islamic terrorists, jihadis, can come across the southern border
border,
unchecked. And by the way, just since Biden's been president, yes, Biden, a Democrat's been president and opened our southern borders,
Yes.
they've gotten over 50 people on the
Terrorist
list. So imagine how many came through.
Wow.
But and when they, when they get together, like a dozen of them, and rape women, supposedly quote unquote, grooming gangs. Right? That's not terrorism. Because why? Because they're Muslims, poor things. You can't say, you have to. Everybody's supposed to self-impose Sharia law because they're Muslims, right? So what are they? Oh, the poor things. They're in a new culture. They can't handle this. So what do? They get a slap on the wrist. Oh, go to mosque and pray to your false prophet on Friday, and everything will be hunky-dory. So anyway, so much for that.
Well
I know
said,
that it's
Dave.
always that, this is what gets me though. They're in there to serve us, but because people have gotten so lackadaisical and uncaring and dumb about what their rights and obligations are, right? What is it? They're our leaders, and the problem is they're there to serve us, but it's the tables have turned, and it's like they think they're all elitists now, and they could care less about the everyday American.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
there you
not.
go.
But the thing of it is, these people are just, in power and stuff. They're not Americans. I mean, everyday Americans. They're not living the life of everyday Americans.
No, they're
That's a good point, yeah.
anti-Americans. They're
You know,
not.
I mean, what was it, Pelosi and her refrigerator full of ice cream or something?
$12 a
Yeah,
piece.
I mean, what normal person
And I don't care what
Everyday
you
working
say,
person.
if anybody can prove me wrong, the reason they want all these illegals here is because, when they count the voting now,
Yes.
right, before, when they counted them by hand, you got the results that night or the next morning. Now that they're on computer, you don't get them for 3 or 4 days. Why? Because after the polls are closed
They'll start-
and they tally the votes,
Yep.
prove me wrong. If anybody can prove me wrong, give us a call. The number here is 603-640-3091, or you can call for a reading, comment, whatever, or question. This is why you don't get this is why they want all the illegals in here, because what do? And after they tally the votes, right, they see how many people didn't vote and how many votes that their loser, anti-American Democrat politician needs to get
To win,
elected.
yeah.
And so we have to stop counting the votes. Why? Because we need to do more voting. They cheat.
Well, what I didn't understand about the last election was how, at a certain point, when this was all cut off, Trump was winning.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, within 5 hours, after the polls were supposedly closed? I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's a good case. He was winning in Pennsylvania Trump was, by something like over 700,000 votes, right?
Yes.
And then they closed the voting, and then that's what I
remember
mean,
that.
because they look on the thing, how many votes, how many people didn't vote. And isn't it funny, once they come back with the voting, not only, they found over 700,000 ballots. We'll say they found like 734,000.
Yeah, just enough to be able to.
Not only just enough, but out of the 734,000 ballots, I need a mic. Excuse me.
Sure.
You took it. You took mine. Look, you're all mixed up over there. Thank you. Right? Stealing my mic. Knock it off. But anyway, out of the 700 and whatever it was, 43,000 votes that they come back with once they say, all right, not one vote for Trump, not one. Come on. And
That
nobody
doesn't
says
even
anything.
Doesn't make sense.
Nobody says anything.
Statistically make sense.
Right, but anyway, so we can make sense. Let's read Dave's
Okay.
tune. What do you
Dave,
say?
Okay. You got it. Sorry, Dave.
So this is,
I thought that was your mic.
no, this is mine. Look,
Oh.
right here.
Okay.
It's right here. It's
All right.
always right here. That's when
Sorry, Dave.
when Anthony comes on the show. That's where he always sits. That's his mic.
Oh.
All right. So compliments to Jim here. It's called Dave's Tune.
Thank you, Dave.
So
You start.
I start, and so let's just explain. I'm going to read a piece. Hopefully, he's going to read a piece. I'm going to read a piece. This is all me, right?
Right.
He's going to read a piece, and then am I going to finish it?
No, you got 5 pieces. I got 5 pieces. I finish.
Wait, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, all right. So I start. So hopefully,
It'll flow.
I got to keep it close in case
Okay.
he has to help me with a word. All right. So page 1, Dave's Tune.
Dave's tune.
All right.
Get on there.
It was a Monday afternoon. I was saying goodbye to a friend. I wanted to get home soon. A little weary, I needed a nap, and then it happened. Oh man, how can I explain what happened next?
It's a sunny day. It still could rain. Hey, Dave, I'm feeling fine since you're okay. Oh, next time, stay home, all right?
As Mother Nature, she wed the wind, broke
Broke down.
my easy
Easy drive quest.
Easy drive quest. Yes, I was stunned. And I was. Branches falling, microburst. How absurd. I hit the brakes. Yes,
Suddenly,
embraced by hot wires and
a fireman.
a fireman caught on both sides. My God, I was only going for a drive. And then the newscast.
Okay. A true incident with the angels all around. Hey, Crash Test Dave, it's gonna be all right now.
Yes, I had to be careful. I couldn't make contact. And if you care for me at all, I had to crawl. Then, there I stood, living, alive, not a mark on my flesh. Right hip.
Oh, you were on the tube. Hey, Dave, that's you. You seem so relaxed. It's great to have you back. Oh, man, you're a true survivor. That's for sure.
I had not an extra inch or a second to lose. My life I'd gained. I hear I appeared calm. I tell you all, I was afraid. Oh, now it's funny, but I'll never forget my miracle in the rain, my deliverance from near death's cause. Oh, from
right.
near death, excuse me.
Okay. Oh, I hope you don't mind the laugh, the stance. We say with affection, hey, all right, Crash. It's a beautiful afternoon, and you're doing your show. All right, reading guy, let's go, go, go.
Oh, happy I am, a witness of sorts. I can speak from experience, and some call me Crash Test. Crash Test Dave, the readings guy. Crash Test Dave. I hope there's no next time.
Oh, heaven's a quest. It's some eternal turn. But in the meantime, Dave, all the best. And boy, oh boy, of many insights we've learned. Oh, Crash Test, our dear friend, let us pray it never happens again.
Yes, God was on my side. I'm going to drive again. My soul is waltzing easy beyond the bright blue skies. And hello, all my friends. Oh, I feel like a new vessel, a testament to my jubilant joys. And like Mary LeMay said, I had all my angels on board. Oh, my name is Dave. I'm the readings guy. Let's all get together and go for a drive. Hey, I like that. Was cool.
Yeah, it's
I
all
like-
groovy too. It's all groovy too, Dave. I guess Mother Nature has a weird sense of humor.
All right, that was good. I
Very good.
like
That
that.
worked really good.
That's
I
good.
thought
It
that
did.
was good.
Good
That
job,
was
Dave.
funny.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Glad you're all right.
Yeah, and me. I'm
wanna-
telling you, it
I
was.
thought that was poem worthy or something. We should do something.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks. But I'm still out there somewhere.
Oh.
You know.
Well, it's something you have to
Wow.
Takes time.
work on, and yeah, I know it's.
Well, just think, like you said, it was so close. It was so quick. It was so unplanned. It was
Yeah, I know, huh?
you try
But
to
it-
put it in
See,
perspective.
I can't grasp because I've never had a what you call near-death experience, I guess.
And it
So,
was.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I mean, and I mean they're like when I went to
Mary.
the open.
Pull your mic over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I steal
When I
his.
had the open
Yes,
heart surgery, I was terrified before they put me under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I woke up, and it was like it's over. I mean, it hurt a lot. And by the way, I know that no one can hear this, but I have a niece right now that has just gone through open heart surgery and a lot of other things, and she is having a very hard time, and I'm not sure of her age. I know she's in her 20s.
Wow.
And yeah, she's, I feel so bad because what she's experiencing is way beyond what I did.
Wow, well, let's all send prayers our way.
Yes, exactly. Her name is Jessica, and she's my cousin's daughter, and she should be a model. She's absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
But
You wanna-
she's going through this right now, and she's at Tufts. That's in Boston?
Tough,
Yeah.
yeah. She told me.
Tough.
Yeah, and
Tufts
she's
Medical.
like on 10-day, her 10th day at the hospital, and she's still in a lot of pain. And I'm not sure what kind of surgery. I mean, it was heart surgery and it was other things. And I just feel so bad because I said I tried to help her and explain what happened with me, but it's nothing compared to what she's going through right now. And I said to be that young, it's a shame.
Right, but well, maybe you have a higher tolerance of pain. You know, some people.
Oh no, I'm a baby.
Oh, see, for me, I always figure I have a high tolerance.
Dave.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Dave.
Yes.
Remember you were going to do a reading for the Red Sox on that other show? Do you think we can do it now? You
What?
want to wait?
A rating for the. I'll
For
do
the
a
Red Sox, how they
3-card
gonna do it?
reading
Yeah.
for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
All right,
This
I'll
is
do
not
it now.
good.
I'll do a. This is a 3-card reading for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Is this
see?
appropriate? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? That's what
All right.
we do here.
All right. This could be fun. Let's
Yeah.
We'll see how it turns out.
Excuse
Could be very interesting.
Before we do that, for somebody see, I got a, what do they call it? I got a frog in my throat.
Frog.
Rivet.
I just got one too.
All right, so you're the one who asked for the reading. So why don't we
Yes, sir.
do this? Why don't you
You
pick the
pick the
3
cards,
cards, one at
yeah.
a time?
It's
Without
all
looking?
your fault.
You can look at them, but just give them to me, one at a time. All right.
Not good, huh?
No,
based on
they're
that, yeah.
very good. It's one of the best cards in the deck. Another.
And there
Is
we
that
go.
good or bad?
Wow. All right.
Really?
Maybe there's hope after
Not too
all.
bad? Oh, you let us know.
Not too bad. I would love these cards in a reading.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, look at it. We start with the 10 of Cups. Look at it. It's there's a rainbow there,
Yep.
right? A rainbow is all inclusive, and I'm not talking about LGBTQ, MNS,
Yeah.
2694, right?
2719.
Just the rainbow it's all inclusive.
Good.
And of course, and then we have the number 10, 1 and 0. So right, you start, right? You start, and then the 0 and the 10. So it's a nice whole, right? It's sort of like a complete cycle there. Everything comes together,
Okay.
and you can even see it. Everybody's celebrating.
Yeah,
there.
they're happy. It's a happy
Right.
thing.
So it's all they have to do is sort of it is easy. That's what gets me. It's easy. All they have to do is get on board and get that attitude. That's how easy it'll be, and that they'll be celebrating. Everything will be going their way. Look at them. They'll be up there at the end of every game, jumping for joy and happiness because
Fantastic, yeah.
they beat
Good.
the opponent.
Yeah, looks very celebratory.
Yeah, and then of course, here we are. Then we go to the 9 of Cups, another fantastic card. All right, cups. Cups are emotions. All right, so
Emotions.
all your emotions. You got all those emotions there, being fulfilled. Look at them.
Positive.
All right. Of course. So now, though, if you could see him, this guy's just sitting there. He's got his gray cloak on. All right. So great. So from this is really where they started this way. They started right, but now for some reason, there's a little gray area, and we know so right. So there's one cup missing. So there's something going on here that sort of just dampen the spirit a little
Injuries in a
bit.
terrible month of July
Yep.
for Red Sox.
No.
Oh.
That's what they want you to believe, but I'll tell you what it is with the
Okay.
last card. All right? So what it is so there's this sort of little, pause there, a slowdown, right? Now, and there's contemplation there. Oh, no, because they're panicking. What do we do next? What do we do next? All right? And then, of course, we have the King of Cups. See, it's all emotions, right? So the King of Cups, and this,
Okay.
so in this instance, because I'm reading for the Red Sox, then I know what's going on, sort of.
Mhm.
I haven't been paying close attention, but all right. So the King of Cups, as you can see him, he's sitting there, right? He's got this one. He's very, very emotional. There's a lot of warmth there, but to me, this is the manager. All right, it's all on the manager. Has to get his act together instead of saying, we didn't play a good game today. Well, obviously we know you didn't play a good game today, but he's got to sort of walk the walk here instead of just
Right.
talking the talk, and that's what he's doing. He's,
Makes sense.
it's up to him to get the guys back to this point. So, don't blame them. Injuries, all right. I could see a little bit, but, he's got to, get his act
Be
together
more
with the guys.
inspirational and
Yeah.
All right, very
encouraging.
good.
And that,
Thank you.
So we'll see if he changes his tune, and it won't take a lot, because it's, people, you know how some people are, they throw the hat in right away, right, because they're not winning all these games, but they're not off kilter by that much, so don't
There's hope.
go
Basically,
easy, yeah, based on that reading. So, if he ever wants to call me, I could,
Yeah.
Scott,
Well, thanks, Dave. That
I
was
could
good.
even give him more insight, because, I get, when I read the cards like that, I read them psychically, so I can, that's why I said it's the manager, because that's what I felt. It's the manager. Management, coming even down from the higher ups
Yeah,
than
yeah.
him. So,
Okay.
oh,
Makes a lot of sense.
good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon. How you guys doing?
Mary! What's going on? How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Oh my goodness, it's so warm. I had to go out today because I had to see the diabetes doctor.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay.
Yeah,
Love
that's what I had
them.
to see today. So she went up again on my insulin
Yeah.
and everything. So
Well, did you
What are
tell
you
him
gonna
that's,
do?
did you tell him when they went up on the insulin, did you tell him, excuse me, that's unacceptable?
I know, huh? I wish I could.
Gonna give me some money so I can pay for it?
Wow.
Ah, insulin's so
I'm
expensive.
telling you, I tell you, it gets to the point you just gotta, it's, oh, I know how to say it, but it's just sickening after a while taking so many needles.
Wow. I can't say that I can relate, and I can't even imagine what you're going through, Mary, but if this is any consolation, if I had to give myself needles, I'd probably be dead, because I'm petrified.
I
Petrified
said
of
that.
needles.
I don't like them either.
I said that too, but now I do it.
Oh, really?
I mean, I can't
That's-
say
Yeah, I
that.
know, like my nephew, he takes one in the morning and one at night.
Wow.
That's about it. And he always said, "Oh, I'll never take a needle on the."
That's
Guess what?
right,
He
that's
takes 2 needles a day.
Wow.
Well, I take
You
three.
get used to it.
I
You
take
really
three
do.
at once.
Mary, did you see Dave's reading on the Red Sox?
I did.
What do you
What'd you
think?
And
think?
like, you're right. It has to start from the top
Yeah.
and work its way down.
That's all it is, and they're not that far off kilter, but what's his name?
John Henry, the man. Oh, the man.
No.
Cora.
Corey,
Corey.
yeah, he's the one that's off balance.
He's the one.
He's sort of, he's got to tune in a little more. And
You're
they'll
right.
be fine.
You're right. I think he's letting the guys do too much in the clubhouse, what they did years ago, and
Yeah.
it spoiled them. So
Well,
I think he's really got to use the whip and stop letting the guys run the team instead of your coach.
there you go. See, this is an expansion of the reading.
Kudos to that.
There you go, Mary. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You just wrapped up the whole reading. She knows. Mary knows. Your
Mary
body-
knows.
Boy, I've been a fan for ages. No matter what, if they win, lose, it doesn't matter. I'll always stay right behind the Red Sox.
My dad was like that, no matter what. He always
is my
watched,
dad, too.
as much as he swore at the TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that. You got to stick with your team. Those SOBs.
I know.
How could he miss that pitch? How do you swing at that?
Mary,
Right.
I have a
Not to mention
question.
the errors they're making.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming appointments, Dr. Greenblatt?
Yeah, I do. I got one coming up. I think it's either the end of this month or next month. I have one with him.
Is he hard to schedule?
Yes, he is.
That's what I
Very
thought.
hard to get to him.
I'm gonna do it. I made that decision. I'm gonna go try to go back with him because
He's very
You're
hard
not
to
the-
get to.
you're not
He
the
really
only
is.
one.
Sometime you can go, unless you have yours, like I see him every 6 months. Then they put you in that 6-month area.
My problem
With
is
that.
I have a doctor at Dartmouth that keeps telling me he's my doctor and no one else can be. I'm like, who does he
You
think
know, I
he
had
is?
one doctor tell me that too. I guess I told him what He didn't like what I ended up telling him.
Right. I'd do the same. I would do the same.
He didn't give me
Wow.
a chance.
Yeah.
He ran out of the room.
So come on, somebody out there must have it in it. What's his name? Dr. Greenblatt's
Dr.
office.
Greenblatt.
Come on.
Yeah, he's a great. No, he was.
It's good though, isn't
Get
He
it?
was
Mary
great.
in there quick.
Yes,
Somebody out
please.
there knows,
Yeah.
can talk to somebody who
Yeah,
can talk
it
to
might
somebody who
take
can talk to
3
somebody.
months to get to, as a new patient or whatever.
Well, see,
Sometimes
am
it
I
takes 3 months to get to him.
Am I considered a
Because
new patient
like
because
one right after
Yeah,
another, he has
you are.
patients.
Am I a new
That's
patient
how
good this
because
guy
he
is.
did my surgery?
You
Or
are
would
a
I
new,
still be?
no, you're a
his
new patient
patient?
because you ditched them.
I didn't. It just took a while.
Wait a minute, did you ditch him?
So, and let's,
Well-
before, right,
No, I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
on my form when I was released from the hospital, it said see the one at Dartmouth and see him. So when I went to the one at Dartmouth, he's like, "I'm your cardiologist, nobody else." And then I kind
No,
of
she
sat back.
can't. You're not allowed to say that.
No, I didn't think so either. But
right.
No.
He, you know, he wants the money, that's all. I mean, let's face
he
it.
doesn't do it.
How are the kitties,
What?
Mary?
Yeah, how's Kitty?
They're doing good. I got right now. Virginia's looking out the window. She see a couple of birds out there, and if the bird comes near the window, she'll run the other way.
No, Chessie is brave. She
wants to go out the
looks at the
window.
window and she's
Oh, I
crazy.
got really what you'll see, and you're a scatty cat. Well, that's Virginia, my scatty cat.
That's funny. Wow.
But Crystal, forget it.
What is she
Crystal,
doing?
she's really a teenager. She really is. She's 14 years old and
Still
she
young.
acts like a teenager.
Good for her.
Always young
She's
at
getting
heart.
herself into trouble.
Good for her.
She's rebellious, huh? That rebellious kid.
Yeah. So, Mary, what's the theme tomorrow? Cruising for Mary tomorrow. Same time slot, same station, but tomorrow.
Yeah. who's-
What's the theme?
Right now, I'm waiting for a phone call to come in from
Ah.
Hudson Speedway.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that before.
That's right. It is
Yeah,
this week.
yeah. I
Yes,
got
it
a
does.
phone call today, this morning, and within this week I should be getting a phone call from them.
Nice. And tomorrow, just so, no, Mary, I'm not sure about tomorrow because I have a noontime appointment in Brockton.
Ooh.
Oh well, yeah, I know
Why would you go
Brockton
to
is.
Brockton?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
In Brockton.
That's where I
So-
grew up.
Yeah. That's where I go buy my crack. No.
That doesn't
So,
Well, you
but
heard it here.
I know.
Plane.
I don't know how long. I'm going to look at a car.
Okay.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
because
That's
I
better.
got to buy a car.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the appointment's at noon. I'm going to, and then I got a test drive it. Of course, the thing is what the traffic's going to be like.
Oh my God,
so
that's right.
if I
Yeah.
make it,
Yeah.
that's
Well, good luck to you.
thank you. So again, tomorrow, cruising for Mary, 5 to 6 p.m. It's a nice, fun time.
is.
Check it out. That's right.
That's right.
All right, Mary, I'm going to let you go because we don't have a
All
whole
righty.
lot of time left. Thanks for calling, Mary.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Bye, Mary.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, bye-bye.
Take care of the kitties. That was nice.
Yeah, that's
She
funny.
makes it. Hope you
The-
make it.
Right, I do, I practice at my apartment once a week, usually once a week. People come up, we practice mediumship,
Oh, okay.
and neighbors will come up and we connect, blah, blah, blah. But,
Oh.
excuse me, so this one lady she asked last week, for this, they came Monday night this week. She said, can I bring my dog? He said, what a cute little dog she's got. It's about this big. He's
Yeah.
golden colored. I think it's Chihuahua and God knows what else. But it's got like longer hair. So I said, yeah. So she says, what about your cat? I says, don't worry
No
about
problem.
the cat. The
Fred,
dog comes
yeah.
in, the dog's, all hype
Oh, yeah,
up.
of course.
And Fred's just lying on his little rug like, what is that? It's, didn't bat,
He didn't bat it out.
yeah.
Can you do a reading on a dog?
You can.
Reading on a dog?
You
Are you
can. You
serious?
can do readings on animals, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
We should definitely have Lexi checked out. 'Cause
Who's
Why?
Lexi?
Sorry.
Lexi's our
A little-
papillon.
A little papillon. She's 11.
Really?
It's very, very.
Bring a photo next time. I'll do a
Okay.
reading.
She's a little chubby. What's he doing with
Aren't
that?
they all? That's Fred. Fred is
Yeah.
18
Oh,
pounds.
really?
Yeah, he's 10.
My Jessie is never going to get big. I thought when I saw the size of her paws as a kitten, she was going to be huge. It's funny because I always end up with lanky cats. I don't understand it. I think the only one
Lanky cats?
lanky.
Yeah, I
as
know.
in- but I
Baxter
mean,
wasn't
Lanky.
lanky.
Baxter was
Yeah, long
only
and lanky.
I thought he was 18 pounds, but when I brought him in, remember he weighed 11.
Wow.
It was all
It was all fur.
It
and
was
hair.
all fur. It made him look huge. So I've never had a really big cat.
Oh,
ever.
I've had a lot.
We had some growing up. We had some characters.
Yeah, you sure did.
Wow.
Remember that a cat named Bertha? All it did was hiss. The only time you could go
Re-
near it was when she was in heat. My little brother go up there and say, "Hey, Bertha, Yogi," and pet her.
I know someone who's got a cat like
would
that.
sit in the
It's
window
mean,
and
it's,
just
and,
hiss
it's,
and
and
growl.
it's like, I hate to say, but those are the cats that they should put
Yes.
to sleep in the
Yes.
shelters. And because there's other cats, the poor things, they never find a home, and they really deserve a home.
And there's so many on the street. So many. I mean, maybe not so much here, but other
We
places.
gotta have rescue.
No, you know where I never, and it's the funniest thing because they have the second largest Cambodian community in the country in Lowell, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you never saw a cat. They eat cats, right? I never saw a cat out in Lowell.
Wow. That's true, huh?
I don't mean to laugh,
Yeah,
but that's what
yeah,
I
that's
always thought.
sad.
That's
Who's
really
who's
sad.
eating the cats?
Not us.
Who's eating the cats?
Oh God!
Isn't that something?
I can't
Yeah.
even imagine that. That's
So investigate that.
well, who
Look
eats
into it.
dogs too? Someone is it?
China eats dogs,
Well,
and
they eat
Korea. I think
everything.
Korea
eat dogs.
They
well,
eat everything, don't they?
Koreans eat anything they can get
Oh,
with
I know.
that guy.
That's true. Yeah, no. But
You
I was
know.
gonna say China's like the weird. They have such weird.
Well, come on, it's Biden's business partner. Don't talk like that. Prove me wrong. Anybody can prove me wrong.
I can't.
Want to prove me wrong, please. 603-640-3091.
Is it the end of the world, Dave? This is the apocalypse.
Oh no! Don't talk
What?
about that stuff. I hate that. Sorry.
I watch those other things too.
I know, but
But-
there's so much of that.
It's a beautiful world.
that's-
So the
that's-
Inflation Reduction Act, do you believe it? And again, I want to thank Mr. Dubzang. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Dubzansky for the card is unbelievable. I'm keeping this card. I love it. Thank you again. All right, so
Yes, sir.
we don't have a whole lot of time left. Do you reintroduce yourself? Tell them how they can get a hold of you, what it is you do, because
Okay.
all I said is I have Jim and Mary here, and that was it. So they know you. Well, then again, they might not because they don't know if you're, a male to female, right?
Identify
But-
Thank you, Dave.
right.
I'm Jim Olivera. I identify myself as a male. I haven't changed yet. Let's see. I have a show here on Channel 23 called The Poet's Podium. Hope you tune in once in a while. We try to have fun and have new poems and keep things upbeat. I want to thank Mr. Dave, the readings guy, for having us on today.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Dave, for participating in your little poem.
He's also
I
a
enjoyed
co-host
it.
on Cruising
And we're
with
also
Mary.
co-hosts with that previous mentioned show. Also, Dave, Cruising with Mary will be on tomorrow afternoon at 5. Mary, to you.
What am I
take
supposed to
us
say after that?
Well, tell us who you are. He said who he
I'm
was.
just a co-host on Mary's show, and I like to be on other shows, and
Well, I'm glad you came on today.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, and by the way, did I say it right? Did I say it on the air? I don't know, but you can't get me on Facebook, and that's why I know, because you sent me the friend request and I accepted, right?
Yes.
But, I go on Facebook. This is not yesterday, the day before, Monday.
Right.
So I'm looking at a post, and it's Einstein talking with, I forget who,
really?
right? And it's just a photo there. Well, Einstein, he's got like khakis on, right? And women's shoes. So one of the posts, all I put was, the shoes look kind of faggy.
Yeah, they do. Oh no.
The shoes look kind of faggy. Got thrown off for the month. Are you ready? It's
You're in
hate
jail?
speech. Yeah, it's hate
That's
speech.
hate
You can't say they look faggy. It's against their community standards. But in the meantime, a Muslim can say, because you're a Christian, kill you. But that's not hate speech.
No, it's not.
It's got to work both ways.
But anyway, so much for that. I'm David B., the readings guy. Get in touch with me, like I said, not on Facebook, obviously, for a month, because so if I can't post, I don't go on, right? Yep. Facebook, this is about my fourth time this year, but this was the longest time, longest
you'll be
stretch
out. You'll get
without being thrown off.
She's been thrown off. Too.
Yeah, the readings guy, David B., 603-404-9338. You want to set up a reading, house parties, whatever it is, get in contact. We can work something out. Fantastic reading. If you have any questions, comments, you can send them there also. If you have any maybe ideas for future shows, send them there also. There you have it. But in the meantime, 2 things to remember, please. 2 things. You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And the most important thing, remember, you are a winner.